Jacksonville dentist is under investigation tied to an alleged multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud Medicaid in South Florida, nicknamed the Tooth Fairy Heist. I'm John Bachman.
I'm Tanika Hughes. Action News Jack's Jake Stofan is live on the West Side. And Jake, Dr. Howard Fettner has not officially been charged with a crime.
No, he has not. But the Florida Department of Financial Services has alleged he could be charged with scheme to defraud, criminal use of personal identification, filing false and fraudulent insurance claims, and grand theft. The Tooth Fairy Heist captured numerous headlines in South Florida after 5 dental clinic workers were arrested and charged in connection with an alleged Medicaid fraud scheme, totaling nearly $2.3 million over a 6-month period in 2022. Those charges were dropped in November, but the investigation continues here in Northeast Florida. Dr. Howard Fettner is a local Jacksonville dentist who's also been accused of playing a role in the alleged scheme by the Florida Department of Financial Services. The scheme allegedly involved billing Medicaid for services never rendered using billing codes assigned to other dentists working for ACPDO Management Incorporated. When several dentists began raising concerns, DFS alleges Fettner fired them.
If the government can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the individual we're speaking about here intentionally did this, then it's a prosecutable case.
Action News Jack's law and safety expert Dale Carson explains Fettner has not been charged with any crimes, and it will be up to the state attorney to investigate and determine whether to pursue charges.
Typically, these matters are resolved economically. In other words, it's determined that there's been a misbilling of, say, $1 million. Which does happen in large group medical practices. And the result is that Medicare, Medicaid, the state side simply asks for the money back.
In a statement, an attorney for ACPDO Management Incorporated pushed back against the DFS allegations, saying in part, quote, "These allegations have at least twice now been presented to different state-level prosecutorial offices in Florida, all of which ultimately found the allegations without merit. Importantly, the parties who continue this unseemly venue shopping are seeking to gain leverage in a civil lawsuit where they stand to make millions." In late February, local state attorney Melissa Nelson requested her office be recused from the investigation, citing conflicts within the office, as several members of her staff had received dental care from Fettner's family members, and attorneys on her team were friends with Fettner and his wife. The case was reassigned by the governor to the state attorney of the 8th Judicial Circuit in Gainesville in late March. Carson says that will allow the investigation to move forward without issue.
Hopefully, they will do and conduct further investigations, further inquiry into this, and determine, based on that, whether or not the Gainesville state attorney, who's now replacing the local state attorney, can actually prosecute the case.
Now, under the governor's executive order, the 8th Judicial Circuit will have until March 27th of next year to decide whether or not to bring charges against Fettner. We attempted to contact Fettner by calling his office and sending him an email for the story, but did not hear back. For local coverage and Count On Live on the West Side, I'm Jake Stofan, Action News Jacks.